Scorpio Collective, welcome. I'm Nikki, your local vegan tarotist. We're going to read for your connection. We're going to read the truth about your connection, and then we'll read for the masculine and feminine to see if there are any confirmations, advice, obstacles, challenges, anything that we can maybe get some insight on to bring you closer to this truth of this connection. Scorpios, you have been in everybody's reading because I think with the year of the snake, you hold the key. Scorpionic energy holds the key because it's all about endings, breaking cycles. Ace of Cups here. So this is new love. This is new. It feels new. So if it's a reconciliation, it feels brand new. Six of Pentacles. It's reciprocal. It's like a constant exchange of energy. And the Two of Cups. It's like it keeps multiplying. It keeps replenishing. It's like a spring everlasting. So maybe something in the spring. Maybe your person's birthday is in the spring. But that visual of like the essence, a spring is, it's like an aquaphor. This love is like an aquaphor. Yeah, it's equal, it's balanced, it feels new, and there's a lot of clarity here, right? Because the sun is pouring into this cup, and water is of the moon. So this tells me that this is going to be the masculine and feminine exchanging emotional context clues. Like, this isn't someone who's going to leave you in the dark about how they're feeling. You're never going to be like, are you okay? What's going on? I have to like pry information out of you. That's not this. This is someone who's like, they're always going to be emotionally transparent. Like, they may wake up and just be like, I had a really rough dream, and I know it was a dream. Like the women who will dream their partner's cheating, and then they turn over and they're like, you mother. That's not going to be this. This is going to be like, you know what? I had a dream that you cheated on me, and the other person's going to go, oh my gosh. And that's obviously a fear, which emotions is that's where our fears rest. So it's like you can maybe where you couldn't express your feelings before, your fears before, because they either got used against you or they got shut down. This is someone who's going to always be like illuminating. And if they're like, oh, well, what, they may say like, what's going on? And they may be the one to ask the right questions to help you, figure out what's going on, because they don't want you to feel any sort of unsettled emotions. So it's like this person can sense that when you're emotionally off, but you're both willing to ask and answer the questions about it, and like you always want to get to the bottom of it. You don't want there to be any sediment, because you just know that what that does is build resentment, and then eventually it comes out and completely damages the connection. So this is like two people. I see you always having like coffee together, or drinking tea, or or if you drink alcohol, it's like, going out. The Two of Cups is like a binding contract, saying like, yeah, let's do this. Let's go discuss this business venture over some, I was going to say coffee again. So coffee could be very important. I also love that song by Coffee, Toast, so it's like toasting to something. You could meet at some sort of celebration where a toast is at hand, where a toast takes place. But toast is all about gratitude, like toast to the most. Hostess with the mostest. Hostess cupcakes. Yeah, Three of Cups. This is some sort of celebration. Celebrate good times. And this feels like every day. Like you celebrate every day. I think there's a lot of gratitude in this connection. you're just so grateful that you found each other and that you finally found somebody that, the song by Barbra Streisand and Ryan Adams, BSBA. Somebody could have like their bachelor's degree in something that's important here. Maybe you're out celebrating that you graduated and that's when you meet this person. But it's like the end of bullshit. It's the end of manipulation, avoidance. This feels very clear. There's a lot of clarity here with the sun pouring into the cup of water here. There's a lot of emotional clarity. And I think every day you're just going to roll over and be like, I finally found someone. And that's that song, I Finally Found Someone. It started over coffee. We started out as friends. You may be friends with this person first. Started over coffee. Started out as friends. It's funny how such simple things, from simple things, the best things begin. I can't be out here just like singing Barbra Streisand. Come on. Doomed to fail. She is a Taurus, an April Taurus. Ace of Wands. Yeah, new. Ooh, a lot of passion in this though. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Yeah, you've walked away from things like, look how exhausted this person looks walking away. They've got their cane. They're kind of like, ugh. Not again. And look, it's the moon there. The moon's kind of like, so yeah, somebody felt like an idiot. They made contracts. Someone could be divorced or got out of something where they were just like, yeah, that was a bad call. And somebody just got tired of investing in things that are emotionally unfulfilling. And then what comes right after it? The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is it's soulmate. This is your soulmate, obviously. This is your divine soulmate. But it's a masculine who, like, see how the water here in this Ace of Cups, there's a flower, and then there's flowers coming out of this cup. It's like, I see that. I see flowers. Like, this is someone who won't give you cut flowers. They're going to give you a potted flowers, right? Whatever gifts they give you. Came in a little dang quick there, buddy. Anyway, someone could have Aries placements or like something about April or Aries season, but that protective energy, like an Aries will be like, and I say that because my van's name is Aries. Okay, Ten of Swords. Yes, you both have walked away from things. This feminine, I think the masculine invested in feminines who were like, oh, this masculine's so, you know, they could have strong water placements, the masculine, that allows them to really connect, and anyone that they probably misinterpreted a lot of attachments as being connections because they were approaching it authentically. They were expressing themselves honestly, but they were with somebody who used those as ways to manipulate them. And then the feminine is here with like these words. This is like black magic, somebody putting them in a box. And we know what happens when somebody when you hear enough lies about yourself, they start to become truths. So they're false truths. And so this feminine has done a lot of work to break out of the cycle of toxic thoughts. And I also get like the words of affirmation, because with the gratitude, there's so much gratitude in this. So the challenge for the feminine has probably been feeling bound by their circumstances and not speaking the words, the keys to get them out of those boxes, out of the darkness. But this is past energy because the truth of this connection is all positive and reciprocal. So that tells me that this is past energy. And with the masculine representing, with the Six of Cups here, this is past energy. So it could be something from childhood, but it's a past life love. That's what the Six of Cups is. But this is like self-torture, the Ten of Swords. Two of Cups, Two of Swords. It's actually the Two of Wands, but I went, maybe somebody was raised in a household with multiple like siblings, brothers or sisters, where they were like, whatever your name is. Somebody could have a twin and you always got confused, like I'm getting from Harry Potter, the Weasleys. Someone could be a ginger here, but it's kind of like maybe somebody grew up in a household that didn't have a lot of money, but there was a lot of love. But anyway, she's like, George, Fred, which one are you? I just get that kind of like getting caught on your words there. Somebody could just be stumbling on their words to communicate because of being shy, or because of the intensity of what they have to say, the importance of what they have to say. So they may want to make sure that when they come in, it's the right word. Somebody might be kind of like an ogre. I get Shrek from this, where he's talking about the onions, how they have layers. And it's like, this is someone who has like built up layers of armor around their heart chakra, because they're actually very they're like onions. They stink. They make you cry. But yeah, someone's gotten kind of like, or they got to a place where they were resistant to letting anybody in, like a hyper independence. Because this is a Two of Wands, which it is a Two of Wands, Nikki, which is normally a choice between two. But see, it's like this is someone who's holding on for dear life, and they're kind of doing it all themselves, right? Two of Wands would be like two magicians coming together. And here, it's like, nah, I'm just going to do it myself. So there's a hyper-independence in this feminine energy. And then also with Shrek, the dragon. Oh, you're a girl dragon. But she's like this, she's this tough dragon. She's in there defending this tower from all these knights. Because she's really just waiting on this offer of love and stability. Somebody could be the year of the dragon, but the feminine's representing as the star is upside down. The star is Aquarius energy. It's also it's healing, and this is in reverse. So this feminine had to go into a very reluctant, reclusive phase in order to heal themselves and heal their value system and realize their worth. To come into this feels like it's coming now. Like this past energy doesn't feel like a major causing any more delays. It may have caused delays for a long time, especially if you've known this person for a while. There may be a long gap from when you first meet and actually unify, but it feels like when you come together, there it is, yeah, the star, Aquarius, that energy of Ten of Swords again. Like once the end of deception is here, there's no reason to mistrust it, and you may move quite quickly, according to other people. But you two know, well, maybe we just met. Maybe I was just gonna say last night, but like maybe you just met, recently, and people might go, wow, you guys should slow down. Or if you've dealt with narcissists who will try to quicken it as quickly as possible, it's like you might move quickly in the sense that, you might move in together and all of that, but it's like there's such a patience to it, and it's like it's taken you so long to get here. You're not wanting to waste any more time without each other. Knight of Wands. Someone could have a Leo placement, Sagittarius with the Knight of Wands, but the Six of Wands was coming out, which is all about self-recognition and like honor. Like there's something you just know, and when you know, you know. Yeah, Three of Wands. So it could be somebody that has to like plan some sort of travel. And there's the Page of Pentacles. Could be a younger masculine here. Somebody could have fixed or earth placements. I mean, Scorpio is fixed, Leo is fixed, and Aquarius is fixed, and Taurus is fixed. So, yeah, could be fixed or earth placements. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. But behind it, okay. The Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. This is like, see, they're like on these crutches. Maybe my love's never going to come in. So there could have been a period of doubt about love. But then, we have the Ten of Cups. And who's bringing it in? The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. I feel like you're going to spend like the whole night together. And again, like that might be like intense. Like you guys should slow down. Maybe you should start with coffee or something. But it's like maybe it starts with coffee and you end up like spending the whole day together, and then you spend the whole night together, but you're not sleeping together. You're not rushing those things, right? There's a patience there. It feels very cute, like a Hallmark movie cute. Like you're gonna be holding hands, maybe like on your first date, and you just feel very comfortable that like we finally found each other. So here we are. Let's do this. I know it's you, but I think there's going to be patience with things like sexual soul ties. You're not going to be trying to like have children or get married right away. With that Three of Pentacles, you might, or no, that was in the Three of Pentacles was in the other reading, which was Leo. So again, you might have some Leo placements, but the Lovers, Gemini energy. But that is, yeah, you're here. Look how they're just completely exposed, transparent, translucent. It's like Bella and Edward in Twilight. Why am I getting these like corny movies and like Harry Potter and Twilight? I mean, maybe you guys watch B movies or like corny stuff like that, or maybe you just secretly love that kind of stuff, you know? I love Twilight's soundtrack. It's great. So maybe you just, but also somebody could be like painting or sculpting nude models or photographing a nude model. I'm just getting that because muse, like someone is like your muse. So you could be like, whatever your artistic expression is, your person, I feel like is going to spark a lot of that. And that might be how you know that like this is my person, because they're your muse. But when she sees him sparkling and she's like, you're beautiful, and he's like, there's just the skin of a killer, Bella, but whatever. But it's just kind of like this could be a younger masculine, because even though he's older in years, he seems so like, you know, like moody and emotionally whatever. And she's like, she sees him, and when they see each other, they know, but there's like a reluctance on his side because it's, you know, he can't read her mind and all of that. Like there's something very like stoic and fixed about this feminine. And with this Knight of Wands, maybe this masculine was not so fixed until they met them. But it's like once they meet them, they are I'm getting Pyro from Kings of Leon, so more Leo energy there. Your cornerstone. I can't be your cornerstone is what the lyrics say, but this is like your person. Once you see them, you just know right away that this is my home, this is my cornerstone. But pyro indicates burning everything down, so it's like you have to is that the song by Thames, Burning and Burning? Anyway, Thames, Burning. Maybe there's something in the lyrics of that, because I can't remember any of the lyrics right now when I'm trying to remember them. So let's see, because this looks very kind of clear cut. Could be dealing with the Taurus, because the Taurus reading was also short. It's because I only had 22 minutes left on my storage, but it ended up being a very Emperor, the number 4, Council Chief, the Chief of Vessels, that's the King of Cups, right? There's so much. And see how they're moving across waters, which is like in the Rider-Waite, the 6 of Swords. So this does feel kind of like a rescue. It's going to feel like you're going to feel the divine intervention when you meet this person. So it's a strange message, but you could be going to meet somebody else, or maybe, just because this is a very specific and kind of crazy thing, so hopefully this isn't the exact case, but you could be like following somebody else, or being like, or looking at somebody else's page or something on social media, and somehow it's like there's some sort of loophole, there's some sort of detour, or you could be like traveling to get back with an ex or something like that, and then you get a flat or something and pull over, and the tow truck driver is your person or something. Like, it feels like a very kismet intervention where it's just undeniable. It's like there's no way this is just by chance. There's no way this is just by chance. And you knew whatever you were doing did not feel aligned. So it's like you're in this Emperor energy, right? This masculine feels like they're strong in their masculine energy. So it's not like, it's like that final test. You're going to receive a final test. So someone could be reaching out from your past, and maybe they're like, hey, can we catch up and get coffee? And you might go, you know what? I don't necessarily want to be with them or whatever. Like, I know that we're not meant to be together, but maybe it's my twin, because we did have these experiences together when we were younger, or whatever time frame ago. But there's a part of you, a higher part of you, that knows, well, maybe they just need closure, and I'm willing to give that to them. So it might not be that you're like stalking somebody, you're like following them, but it feels like you're on your way to maybe give energy to something of the past, or it could be brand new. Like, you could be out dating with the 3 of Cups. You could be like dating. You could be on dating sites, and like maybe you're gonna like meet somebody else, and for coffee, and the barista is your person, and you have an interaction. You just know right away. So somebody might be quite disappointed by the fact that you meet. They're not gonna be happy about it, because you're not choosing them, and that's not your fault. That's on them. It's like we all have to deal with rejection. So you're not the one for me. Yeah, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. I just feel like right away. There's cups around. Cups are everywhere. Very big. 10 of Cups. Because this is something you wished for. And there's going to be something this person says to you. Maybe just the masculine might just know right when they see the feminine. Like, that's my person. I dreamed of them. That's exactly what I saw. Could be your smell, could be your voice, could be something you say, could be some sort of synchronicity or sign that they ask for. They're like, when I meet my person, send me I'll know if maybe by their birth date or their zodiac sign or something like that, but it could be by their name. Maybe you've been hearing their name. And so it's like when you shake hands and they're like, hi, my name is, and you're done. You're done. You're cooked. This is your person. Or you could say like, oh, when I see this person, this type of bird will fly overhead, or I'll hear a train or some sort of song, right? A song synchronicity could be important. It's like whatever you've already created this interaction. You've already created this meeting through your dreams. You've downloaded it. You've channeled it. However you believe that we create or see the future, because this is a past life love. So what is to come has already been, right? Time moves spherically. It's non-linear. So this is a future memory. You're going to see this person. It's going to be like the ultimate deja vu. And it's just undeniable. It's completely undeniable. And why would you want to deny it anyway? So yeah, I think I'm going to pretty much leave it there. Harvest, 10 of Pentacles. You're going to grow old with this person. And yeah, you might just move pretty quickly. Maybe you will sleep together. Maybe you will like soul tie right away and start planning your future. Maybe it will be kind of like a shotgun wedding or something, if that's what you want. But if you don't want a wedding, maybe you're just going to kind of like be in each other's space. Death, you're presenting here, Scorpio, the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, feminine feels like they have a lot of strong earth placements. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But with the 10 of Pentacles here, this is something that is going to be it's very solid. Like, so solid. You probably couldn't have it's your karmic blessing for all the work you did. It's like you've graduated. You've graduated. Yes. I love that for y'all. Let's see. Emperor at the bottom there. Yeah, the masculine feels very sure. And because the masculine is so sure, it's going to help the feminine just go. Because maybe the feminine's been praying for a masculine who knew what they wanted. Imagine that. Who was sure about the life that they wanted, what they wanted from a partner, what their mission in this life is, where they're going. Excuse me. And because they've dealt with too many masculines before who didn't know what they wanted, who didn't know what their mission was, and were indecisive and lacking that clarity. In this, the center of the reading is that Ace of Cups. This masculine is in that sun energy, because that's the divine masculine celestial body, the moon being the feminine divine feminine celestial body, Cancer and Leo energy. But there is a clarity. This masculine is, I like that for myself and for all the feminines out there who have dealt with masculines who were unclear, meaning they were not, the sun represents clarity, and they were not in their masculine energy. They were in a feminine energy. They wanted to receive. They wanted the adoration. They wanted to be chased and pursued and all that. This is a masculine who is in their masculine energy, coming out as the Emperor twice. And the feminine is going to be like, yep, this is all I wanted. This is all and you may have thought like, am I asking too much? But with the wish fulfillment, it's like, I know it's possible. I don't think I'm asking too much, but there could have been a period of doubt where you were thinking, based on what information you were receiving, or what so-called connections were coming into your life, that maybe this wasn't going to happen. And that could have been that period of doubt, feeling left out in the cold, like maybe this isn't going to happen. But it's happening. Like almost famous. Somebody could be famous or like almost famous, like a pseudo celebrity, or like and have some sort of platform where they're like, they have some level of celebrity status, or anyway, because that almost famous, I'm getting where she says it's all happening, you know. And he's like, I need to go home. She says, you are home, you know. This person's going to feel like home. They are your cornerstone. This is you probably felt like kind of homeless your entire life, even in your childhood home. And so that's how you're going to know right away that this is your person, because you've never felt this with another person in the 3D, but you've experienced it in your solitude moments, or your solitary moments, or in your dreams. You've felt it. You have a sense of what it feels like, because you've already done this. You and this person have already done this. It's already happened. You're already together. So keep saying that to yourself if you are having moments of doubt. Like, we're already married. We're already married in the 5D. That's what twin flames are. We're already there. We've been doing this a long time, and we'll do it again. And then you won't have that kind of like, where is my love? Where is my person? Because when you start to cast any doubt, then you're telling them that you don't trust them energetically. And nobody wants to go where they're not trusted. So there's like an immediate trust and an immediate confirmation that this is your person. So yeah, maybe you have some sort of vision or something you've written down, spoken out loud, like, I will know it's them when they say these words, or when I see or hear or smell or taste or whatever. It's like something. Nelly, can you calm the hell down? She gets woken up. She's a real grumpy asshole. And see, maybe that's somebody, like, you waking up, maybe somebody wasn't like a morning person, but now it's because you were kind of like, another day, another dollar. Like, you were just maybe in kind of like a loop of just doing the same thing, just waiting on your person, just waiting on this love, waiting for divine timing. And I don't feel like you necessarily mistrusted divine timing, but there could have been some doubts, like, am I crazy to believe in this? Or other people could have told you were crazy or whatever. And I feel like these same people are going to be there when you meet this person. And instead of being like, oh my gosh, you were right all along, they might be like, whoa, be careful, be careful. I feel like you got some people in that are still going to, that are going to go out of your life when you come into connection with this person. And that's fine. They can go. But yeah, maybe you were kind of like not a morning person, because it was just like, okay, here we are. And now it's like you have this zest for life. There's a little icon on my dash here. It's a star with the track, like the traction control. So it's a road, so like the star and the road. So yeah, I do feel like there's some sort of like healing journey and movement. Aquarius energy, but there's movement, and it is like the chariot, and this is the year for it, because this is the chariot, the year of the chariot, of the fire horse. So all of that cardinal energy that goes forth, go forth and conquer. Yeah, hopefully there was something in here for you, because Scorpio, this looks and sounds good. I like all of it for you. And yeah, claim it below. You know, if you found this person, please share it with the collective, for anybody who might be getting some doubts that it does exist. It's coming. Keep it on, keep going. Stay on your healing path, and your person will just kind of collide into you. Naturally, two stars collide. That's a song, When Stars Collide, isn't it? I don't know who sings that. Anyway, hopefully there was something in here for you, Scorpio. Until next time, I wish you well.